Hello, everyone. Darren from hugequiz here again. A lot of new users coming in, especially from Europe. Welcome, new European users. In the past week, after the GeoWizard video, I thought I'd just explain the site a little for all the new people, show a sample quiz, show some features, and then show some of the biggest quizzes on hugequiz in terms of size of number of answers and also number of actual quizzes stored in one quiz, because a lot of these quizzes have many quizzes stored in one quiz. But first of all, I'm going to show you the basics of the site. So this is, I believe, the most favorited quiz still, has been for a while. The MIT Pantheon project came out with most famous people in history. I think they came out with almost 100,000 of them. This quiz is the top 1,000. Very simple. Pretty much all my quizzes look like this. Some will have a Google map here. Most of them will have text. Also on the right, you'll typically see some stats for your answers. And then on top here, your time, some bonus time if you get it. That's this bottom one. And then total answers and maybe a percentage for some of them. Some of them have a percentage which you're going for, not a specific total. So I'm going to just put in a few answers. Most of the quizzes will have a list box here, and I'll explain what these bottom ones do when the quiz is done. But you know, these just paginate 50 answers at a time. Answers are filled in with hints. In this case, it is occupation or type of position the person held and their birth year. So I'm going to just put a few obvious ones in. I believe Mohammed, if I spell it right, is number one. Einstein, that's probably Newton. Second, Jesus. Maybe Genghis Khan. Yep. And then we can put in a few others. Thomas Edison's on there. Other people that I'm sure everyone knows. I mean, composer, Mozart down there. So I've put in 7 answers, used up a half a minute. Some of these things have yet to fill in. I mean, I've got 2 people who were born in the 1800s, for example. I've got 4 of the top 8 overall. And then I'm ready to be done. Now, one thing premium members have, and I'll show you a couple premium bonuses if you become a premium member, is this untimed feature. This is on most of the quizzes, not all of them. Some of the ones like the coverage quizzes where you're scoring time, I don't allow this feature. What you can do is click it. It says untimed mode, score not saved. I can take as long as I want on this quiz now. Everything works the same. I can still see stats at the end of the quiz. However, the quiz is not timed and my score will not be saved. So I can continue here typing people as long as I want. I mean, Beethoven, I believe, is a composer there. So, and I can go forever. I mean, you can always pause the quiz, continue, favorite a quiz, clicking the little heart here, and you can go to your favorites up here, right there, favorites. My menu looks a little different because I'm the admin of the site, but very similar. And then when you're done, whether you're on untimed or not, you can just click end quiz. Then it will say, if you're not on untimed, it will say score saved. I'm on untimed now, so my score will not save. Then you'll have to wait a minute and it will say calculating stats. Now we have some stats here. Now basically what this means, 78.44% of the people who've taken this quiz got this answer right. So it shows the answers I guessed, and then the ones I missed, I can see the percentage of people that got that answer. So 88% of the people got number 5 here, 5th ranked answer. If I go down here, there's hardest and missed. If I click 50 hardest, these are the 50 hardest answers I got. So the answers I got that the smallest percentage of people overall got. So Genghis Khan, 68.42% of the people got that. And then it goes up to 96.09, Jesus, so almost everyone got that. If I go to missed, this shows me the top answers that I missed. So this is, I believe, the 5th ranked answer because that was the first highest ranking I missed. And it just goes down from there. It shows the people I missed, and it shows the percentage of people who got that answer right. Huge Quiz Premium users will get double these. So if you're a premium user, you'll get up to 100 missed, the first 50 and the second 50. Similarly, if I were to have guessed at least 50 to 100 people, I'd have a second page here of the hardest guesses I did. So that's another benefit of being premium. One other thing I want to show you is for the Europe coverage quiz, the very popular one that GeoWizard did. Let's find the one. Here it is. This should be back to non-premium all users within a couple weeks, I'm hoping. This quiz is still getting tons and tons of hits every day. I'm going to show you another benefit that the premium users have that I mention right here in the directions. So if I start beginner, I'm just going to type in a few cities, a few large cities. Paris, oops, MLS is a city, Moscow, let's say Istanbul, and I don't know, say Berlin, London, Copenhagen. I'll type a few more here because I want to show you how this works. Vienna, Budapest, Roma, Kyiv, and we'll just stop there. So let's say I've done all the cities I can and I'm done with the quiz. So premium users, you will see up to 25 of these little purple larger markers. These are the 25 largest cities, up to 25. If you missed less than 25, it will show less. And these are the largest cities you missed, you didn't cover. So if I mouse over one, I can see the city. It says Minsk, just over 2 million people, and similarly for the other cities. So this gives you a way of seeing the largest cities you did not cover. This is only available to premium members. Next, and finally, I'm going to show you some of the biggest quizzes on HugeQuiz. It's called HugeQuiz for a reason. A lot of these quizzes are very big. There's a lot of data being loaded. This is a music one, studio albums and songs by artists. So I have hundreds of artists in this quiz. You can type any artist you can think of reasonably popular of that few hundred. I mean, there are obviously plenty that I did not include, but let's just type, Metallica. So I start typing it, I click it to load, and these are their studio albums and songs as of 9/29/21. You can always look down here to see when I last updated the data for the quiz. So like if something came out in 2022 or 2023, might not be on this quiz obviously because I haven't updated it. So this shows all the tracks and the album names for Metallica albums, and looks like there's 117 answers, and you can just take this quiz. If you want to do a different artist, you have to reload the quiz really quick. Let's say I wanted the Beatles. Click the Beatles. Going to be a bit more. 213 total. So I believe this is their 13 what are considered studio albums and all the tracks. So that's one example of a very large quiz with a lot of possibilities of how you want to take it. Another one, this is a very big quiz. Movies by actor and actress, choose actor. I believe this has almost 10,000 actors in it. So pretty much any popular actor you can think of. So let's try old America's Dad here, Tom Hanks. Sometimes this box takes a moment to load, but I'm typing in Tom Hanks, and it should choose that quickly. Maybe the data did not, there we go. Tom Hanks, and it will take a second to load the data, but just give it a few seconds, be patient. And what will happen is you will see all the movies that he has been credited in with at least 100 IMDb votes, credited in an actor or actress role. So it sorts the movies chronologically. This was updated in 2021, so you can just type in Tom Hanks movies, and I believe this quiz just takes the first two words if you want to do that. You know, there's obviously Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, basically all of the movies he's been credited in on IMDb. and you have 10,000 options about for the actor you want to choose. So another huge quiz. Another example, sports, basketball, the NBA. Every teammate of a player, choose the player. I can type in LeBron. The data will load here shortly, and what I'm going to get is based on the directions, players who have played in the same game as LeBron the most times. And it also shows the most recent game in which for which team they both played at the time. So you can type in obviously Dwayne Wade and Anthony Davis. So you know how it goes, but any NBA player, I have the game data going all the way back to the beginning of the NBA. Thousands of players. I think there's been like 4,000 players. Here's a quiz that doesn't have an option. Let me reload it here. But it just has a ton of answers. This is US all places. Name all, yes all. I believe there are just over 21,000 answers here. Probably will take a second to load. Yep, loading markers. Let's load the map, and there are the marker, and there you go. 21,397 places. And the object, so sometimes I'm going to start naming some. The object of this quiz is to get the highest percentage of total population. It is not to get the highest number of cities. So the number that's stored as your high score will be this percentage, which is obviously based on this number divided by the total population of all these places. Couple more, another very big quiz, popular baby names. This is in the society section. You can go to all. That will be, I believe, 2,000 answers, because there's 1,000 for male, 1,000 for female. This is US baby names. And give it a moment to load. Yeah, some of these bigger quizzes you need to give a few minutes, not minutes, but a few seconds to load. Sorry about that. I'll come back. Another one, a words quiz, lots of answers. You can go up to 1K on this one for the most popular English nouns. So again, you go all the way down and go up to 1,000. So let me make sure this one loaded. It did. This one, 2,000, very big quiz, names. It goes one to groups of 50 for both male and female, up to 1,000 for each. So that's examples of the quiz, how the site works, a few of the little bonuses you get as a premium member. I want to thank everybody who has been patient with me the last week. I've upgraded the server quite a bit, so it's going a lot more smoothly now. I had a lot of people on the European quiz. The Google Maps API was costing a lot, so I had to put that on premium, but all the other quizzes, you're good to go on. And I hope you enjoy the site, and thank you for everyone who's joined, and even more so for those who have supported the site and become a member. And I'll be making some more videos of me trying huge quizzes soon. If you make one, feel free to put it on YouTube. Let me know. I can maybe put a link to it on a section of my site. So thank you very much.